welcome back to another Fun with Books. So last week was technically Farm Week, which means horse books, but we didn't get to a video last week, sorry about that. So this week we have lots of horse books to make up for this. Okay, this is one of the pet vet books, The Mare's Tale. So Trump helps sick animals at the vets, and Helen the mare, they are helping her. She is pregnant and she's just about to give birth, but there is a big storm on the way, and can they save everybody in time with the storm and the storm preps and all of the different things that are happening? So some adventure there. This one is Ponies at the Point. This is part of the Animal Arc series, where Mandy helps her parents treat animals of all different sizes, and she can never resist helping any animal because she has such a big heart and loves animals so much. She and her family are on vacation in Ireland, and they see some wild ponies on the beach, but one of them is having some trouble, and Mandy really wants to help, but she's not sure that she can, and she's not sure how the animal got hurt, so it's a bit of a mystery there. And then we've got Patricia Riley Giff, Wild Girl. So, Liddy, her father runs a stable at a famous racetrack, and her brother is training to be a jockey. But she is not really excited, so her family moves from Brazil to New York City, and she's not really that excited. Settling in New York City is a little bit challenging for her. And she's been away from her father and her brother, and they don't really understand her, and they don't understand her hopes and her dreams, which is she wants to be a really awesome rider. She wants to befriend the new horse Wild Girl that her father just bought, who has a bit of a wild streak in her. And her family doesn't think that she can do any of that, so she's out to prove them wrong. The next one is Pony Camp Diaries. This is Chloe and Cookie. Chloe is finally at Pony Camp. She's really excited. She wants to win the jumping competition on the perfect pony, but instead she gets Cookie. Cookie is not the perfect pony for her, and she's afraid that her dreams have just withered and died. But is that really true? This is the start of a series, Chestnut Hill, and this one is the new class. So Chestnut Hill is an exclusive boarding school set in Virginia, where the best and the brightest come. Dylan is a first-year student. She's ready to take on any challenge, and she's not intimidated by her fellow classmates who have won lots of blue ribbons. But she realizes that life at home is very different from Chestnut Hills, and she's not sure she has what it takes to stay there. Is her friend, are her friends going to be her real friends? Are they going to stab her in the back? It's hard to say, so some fun there. This one is part of a series called Pony Girls. We have a bunch of those. Pony Girls are at Storm Cliff Stables. These are books about friendship and horses and camp life, and they have some fun pictures in them. Each of the books features a different girl. So Gabriella is either reading or riding horses. But after she reads a book about Bigfoot, she kind of imagines that she sees Bigfoot around the camp and different signs of Bigfoot. So she's kind of trying to solve the mystery of Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot real? And if Bigfoot is not real, then why is everyone at camp so afraid right now? And then we have a classic, Black Stallion. So there is a sole survivor of a shipwreck, and he's trapped on a desert island with Black Stallion, who is his only companion. It's a wild horse, beautiful, unbroken, and not interested in having Alex ride him. So it's kind of about friendships and survival and coming together. And then we have Stardust Stables. There is 4 books in this series. Kelly and her horse are filming a low-budget movie set kind of like in the 1800s, so it's a little bit in historical out west timing. And the location is really remote, but then disaster strikes, and the only person who can save the day is Kelly. Can she save the day? That's kind of creepy there. Okay, Horse Crazy, the Saddle Club. So this was actually, believe it or not, one of my favorites growing up as a kid. Carol and Stevie have been best friends since they met at Pine Hollow Stables. They're the most experienced riders, they know everything. But then there's a new student, Lisa, who joins the group, and they're not sure she knows what is at stake. They're not sure that she is really smart around horses, and sometimes they're not really that welcoming to her. But it is a story of friendship and horses and horseback riding, and there are lots of books in this series. And I want to say that there was a TV show based off of this series too, which is fun. And then my favorite horse books. This one is more middle school. It's in the tween section. It's a little bit older, but it's perfectly awesome. So Sasha Silver and her horse Charm arrive at Canterwood Crest Academy, and Sasha knows that she and Charm are really good at riding. They're at dressage. They're really great. So she's very excited to take her and her horse and kind of move up a level, and she's hoping, you know, one day maybe she'll be in the Olympics, which is cool. And then she meets the other students, and they're sort of a bunch of mean girls, sort of, but they're sometimes friendly, sometimes not friendly. So she's kind of navigating those waters, trying to figure out where she should be, and if she's going to make the advanced riding team, or if the pressure gets too much for her. So there is, I want to say probably 11 or so books with Sasha Silver, and then it jumps to, I forget the other girl's name, but so there's another girl who is younger, and there's like probably 8 books with them, and then there's a super special at Christmas, which kind of brings them all together and closes out the series. So all the series are out. Super fun, super addicting. There's like fashion and friendship and romance and horseback riding, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, and that's it for Fun with Books. We'll see you next week.